Okay, let's dive right into how to really stand out and grow on LinkedIn in 2026. The platform has gone through a massive reset, and the old playbook, well, it just won't work anymore.
So first off, let's just wrap our heads around the scale we're dealing with here. LinkedIn is getting super close to hitting 1.5 billion members. That makes it the biggest professional network on the entire planet, which means more opportunities, for sure, but it also means a lot more noise.
Well, for one, you've got AI-generated content just flooding the platform. And more people are realizing how valuable it is for business-to-business marketing. The result? The timeline is just more crowded than it has ever been. And those old tricks of just posting simple tips, they're getting completely drowned out.
So here's what we're going to cover. We'll look at the big changes to the platform itself, we'll meet the new AI that kind of decides your fate, and then we'll run through the type of content that actually works now. We'll also figure out who should be posting, and finally, we'll talk about the most critical window of time for your success.
Okay, first things first, it is absolutely crucial to get this. A massive shift has already happened right under our feet. And this isn't just some minor little algorithm tweak. We're talking about a fundamental change in how the whole platform works.
If you're running a company page, you've probably felt this in your gut. Between 2024 and 2026, organic reach on company pages has just plummeted. We're talking by as much as 60%. And it's not a mistake. This is the new LinkedIn by design.
And here's exactly why. The feed itself has been totally realigned. Only about 5% of what you see comes from a company page. Meanwhile, a massive 65% comes directly from personal profiles. The message from LinkedIn couldn't be clearer. It's about people, not logos.
All right, so this brings us to the most crucial part, understanding the new AI that's at the center of this new world. It's the gatekeeper. It decides who sees your content and why. And trust me, it's looking for something totally different than before.
LinkedIn has basically thrown out its old ranking system. They've replaced it with an AI that calculates something called a depth score. And this is a total game changer. It's not about quick likes anymore. It's all about how long you can hold someone's attention. Dwell time, that is the new king.
And this slide just lays it all out perfectly, right? The old algorithm loved all that surface-level stuff. Clicks, viral bait, generic reactions. But the new AI? It's digging for depth. It wants quality conversations, content that shows you're a real expert, and anything that keeps people on LinkedIn for longer.
So you got to be careful. The AI is now actively programmed to punish the very things we all used to do. Things like asking agree at the end of your post, dropping an external link in the text, or using those engagement pods. Yeah, those will now get your content buried almost immediately.
Okay, so now that we know what not to do, let's talk about the new playbook. Understanding the AI is one thing, but actually feeding it what it wants, that's a whole other ballgame.
Now here's where it gets really interesting. If you just look at the raw data, carousels and document posts, they still have the highest average engagement rate, and by a pretty good margin. But, and this is a huge but, there's a catch.
Because at the exact same time, you've got experts who've been testing this new algorithm declaring that the old carousel hack is officially dead. So, which is it? Are they the best format or the worst? What's the deal?
Well, the truth is kind of in the middle. The algorithm doesn't reward those low-value 10-slide carousels that could have just been a single sentence. But it heavily promotes deep, data-rich document posts and carousels that boost that all-important metric, dwell time. It's not about the container anymore. It's about what you put inside it. So the big winning strategy here is to shift from just planning posts to actually planning perspectives. You've got to focus on content that an AI can't just dream up and replicate. We're talking personal stories, your own original data, detailed breakdowns of your systems, stuff that genuinely teaches something useful. Okay, so this huge shift from shallow content to deep expertise also totally changes the game on who should be doing the posting in the first place.
Remember this? We saw it earlier. Company pages, they're only making up about 5% of what people actually see in their feed. The real action is happening somewhere else.
Because the vast majority, a whopping 65%, is coming straight from other people, from personal profiles. The algorithm is built from the ground up to favor individual voices.
And here it is. This is probably the most powerful number in this whole deck. When an employee reshares a post, it reaches 561% further than the original post from the company page. That's insane. The best way to get your company's message out is through your people, not your logo.
And, finally, no matter how great your content is or who posts it, its fate is decided almost instantly. As soon as you hit that publish button, the clock starts. You've got to win that first hour.
This critical window has a name: the golden hour. Basically, for the first 60 minutes, the algorithm shows your post to a tiny little test group from your network. Their reaction is everything. If they bite, you get shown to more people. If they don't, your post is pretty much dead on arrival.
And during this hour, not all engagement is created equal. I mean, the AI values a thoughtful, juicy, multi-sentence comment way more than a simple like or even a share without any context. One really good comment can be worth more than dozens of those great post reactions.
So what does this all mean? It means you can't just post and pray anymore. You absolutely need a plan for this first hour. Line up some colleagues who can drop in and leave a thoughtful comment, and, this is critical, you got to respond to every single comment, and fast, within about 15 minutes. The data shows this can give you up to a 90% algorithmic boost, which tells the AI a real conversation is happening here.
So look, the big takeaway here is pretty clear, right? The days of trying to game the system with little hacks and tricks, they're over. The platform has been rebuilt from the ground up to reward real, authentic expertise and deep engagement. So the only question left for you is, what's the unique value and knowledge that you're going to bring to the table?